Hey there, Cancer, and welcome to your week of December 6th, 2021 General Tarot Reading. We're going to be looking at your energies coming into this week, some possible challenges, and possible outcome cards for you. Hopefully everything's going good. These are going to be all clarified, and we're going to tie everything off with an oracle card at the end. So you're going to want to stick around for all that. We got some pop-outs. We got 3 pop-outs to start things off. Isn't that fortuitous? These are general readings, though, however, Cancer, so some of this, all of this, or maybe all, or maybe none of this will resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that's fantastic. That's wonderful. But if it doesn't resonate with you, then it's just not part of your message. So don't try to make something fit that doesn't. So without further ado, we got 3 pop-outs for you here. That's really awesome. So we got the Page of Wands, we got Zawoldo, the World, and we also have the 7 of Swords coming in for you this week. Interesting here. I feel like you're really starting up something new after a big time ending, or this is a big thing for you. Like you're kind of starting up something where you may have not felt that you could have done this before, or maybe this is a big change for you where you've gone from sort of thinking to yourself like, oh, I could never do this. I could never achieve these things. I can never chase my dreams like all these other people do. And now with the world, this big cycle, this big change happening here, coming to an end, it's saying like, yeah, no, that's over. Let's start up something new. And when the Page of Wands, it's like you're really thinking about something and really considering something seriously that you want to grow here. You see, you have the Page of Wands has this wand in his hand, and you can see like all the little sprouts of like leaves, the buds starting to come out through the wand here. And it's like he wants to grow this. He can see potential in it. So I feel like you see potential in something out there, something you've been, something you really want to work on this week, and in the future as well. And I feel like this is something you maybe might be a little guarded about, right? Because we have the 7 of Swords down here. This person, they're taking all these swords away, and you can see here there's this army here in the corner in the distance, and he's taking the swords away so that the army can't use the swords against them. So it's like a protective kind of energy to be in here. So maybe this is something you're a little, you're kind of like a little protective about, maybe something you don't want to necessarily, you want to admit to other people out there that you're into this, so you're kind of being protective about that. Or maybe it's something that you really don't want to screw up, so you're trying to handle it with care, right? You can see here, he's got the ends of the swords here where the blades are, and he's got to be very delicate. So now I'd be saying you're trying to handle this with the utmost delicacy too. So let's take a look and see what kind of challenges you might be facing this week here, Cancer. See what's happening there as well. All right. We got the Knight of Cups, the 7 of Wands, and the 5 of Cups. All right. So here we are. I feel like it kind of feels like you're not moving here. Like there's this real trouble to get going, right? And that might be part of that protection we're talking about back here, this kind of wanting to go forward. And you're still maybe a little hesitant here. Maybe this is, for most of you, is maybe saying that you're still hesitant. You're kind of on the end of the cycle, the tail end of the world, kind of ending things here. You're kind of just like, maybe, like, I don't know, maybe I should go for this, maybe I shouldn't, right? And that's kind of maybe going to be the big challenge for a lot of you this week. You can see there's some very stagnant energy here. The 7 of Wands, this person trying to defend themselves from all these outside forces. They're defending their position, so they're not moving from it here. The Knight of Cups hesitant to cross this river, right? He's a little afraid to move on here. And with the 5 of Cups, this person focusing on the cups that have fallen over. They're focusing on the negative, and they're not moving on, not seeing that there's still hope behind them here with these 2 cups and this bridge in the town here in the distance, like not seeing that there is still a way out of this, there's still a path forward. So I feel like that is going to be a big time challenge for you this week, is actually getting moving, is actually going forward. So I feel like, for myself, it's kind of one of those things, like the less time I have to think about something, usually the easier it is to make that decision, right? I remember when I was younger, as if it wasn't like just last year or something. But I was talking to my therapist, and my therapist was telling me about how she wanted me to go out and start making contacts with people I used to know and stuff, and like get in touch with people who I made me happy in my life and before. And there was one person in particular she wanted me to get in contact with. And she's like, yeah, just go out whenever you feel comfortable and just do it. And I knew if I let it linger for too long, I wouldn't go out and contact them, right? So I had to have like a, let's just do it. Let's not think, let's just go for it. And I feel like that's kind of maybe what you need to do this week here. I feel like I'm seeing a lot of stagnation, a lot of lack of movement here this week. So let's take a look at some possible outcomes here for you. Maybe they'll have a different solution than what I've suggested so far. We got to pop out for you, but we'll see. We'll see. Here's the Knight of Wands, second fastest knight in the deck. So possibly we've moved from the second slowest, which is the Knight of Cups, so into the second fastest. So we're picking up pace here. So let's see what else we got here for you, Cancer. All right. We got the Seven of Pentacles. And we got the Star. Wonderful here. Yeah, this is that movement, moving towards what you want here. The Seven of Pentacles is about harvesting, making sure you're on time, making sure you're moving towards what you need to have here, right? Making sure you're moving towards your goals, making sure you're on time for that bountiful harvest here in the future. With the Knight of Wands as well here, you can see he's moving forward, right? He wants to move on. He wants to go after what he wants here. So I really like that. So I feel like that's you saying like, hey, I need to move forward. I need to go after what I want. I can't sit here and just do what everyone else wants and do what everybody else thinks I should do, or not, achieve my passions and goals. You can even see here, if you see here, the buds on the Page of Wands wand is not quite as grown out as the Knight of Wands, right? His have grown out more. He's like, you know what? No, I'm gonna grow this. I'm gonna achieve what I want here. So I'm loving that. And with the Star card here too, on top of all this, is wonderful as well, because the Star card is the sign of Aquarius. So you may have Aquarius in your chart. Might be dealing with an Aquarius this week too. But the Star card is a card of wish fulfillment. It's a card of growing. It's a card of taking action. You can see here, this woman, she's pouring out water into this pool here, into this pond, and you can see the ripples here. And that is like to say, take action, right? It's to say there's some stagnation. You need to kind of move through. You need to, break the water tension, create the ripple effect, start taking action here. So I feel like that's what you need to do in order to grow, in order to achieve everything you want, in order to have that wish fulfillment. So I'm really liking that, Cancer. So let's take a look at some possible clarifiers here for you. See what's happening. Before we do though, remember, we're going to be tying everything off with an oracle card at the end, so you're going to want to stick around for that. Thank you so much for being here, Cancer. Hope this has been resonating with you. Hope this has been helping you out. And let's just get into your clarifiers, starting with clarifying your energy this week. We got the Knight of Swords. We got 3 of the 4 knights have shown up here. The 7 of Cups. And the Tower. Yeah, the Tower, that makes sense that that's come out as well, because the Tower is also a big time card of change. So the Tower is like a big upheaval. It's a big time change when it comes to like your mindset. Like it can be something as simple as that. It doesn't even have to necessarily be like a big sweeping changes or something in like your physical world, but it can be in your mental one. Just being like, we need to change the perspective. We need to change an ideology here if we want to move forward. What's cool too, that I love that the Towers come out here, is that the Tower, in order to get to the Star, which is your wish fulfillment and such, you have to go through the Tower. You have to have a Tower moment first. So that's saying like you need this change to happen in order for you to get your wishes. You need to get through this. So I'm liking that. With the Knight of Swords too, here, the Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight in the deck. So I feel like there's a sense to move on very quickly, and you feel like maybe you're feeling that way, where it's kind of like, I can't let myself sit and rest here. I need to move on. I need to take action and go forward here. So I feel like maybe for you that is the case. You have that sense of urgency, but it's just that hesitation, right, with the Knight of Cups here. And with the 7 of Cups as well, it's possibly just saying maybe the reason why you're kind of hesitant is because there's so many options before you, because you may have the option to, let's just stay put and let's, research and such some more on this before we make any commitments. Or it might be just like, let's just go for it. Maybe let's back off and never mind, right? So we're going to hopefully get you through that, right? Hopefully. It seems like moving forward is the best option. here. So let's take a look and see what we got for some possible clarifiers for your challenge cards as well here, Cancer. We got that Seven of Pentacles again, the Strength card, and the Two of Cups. Yeah, the Strength card, sign of Leo, so you might be dealing with a Leo. May have Leo in your chart too. But the Strength card is talking about relying on your strengths here. You may feel like you're not strong enough to get through this, not strong enough to achieve everything that you want to achieve here, the Cancer. But I'm here to tell you that you are strong enough. You don't have to worry about that. You are powerful enough to get through this. It's just maybe you don't realize that it is the case. The Two of Cups as well, you got to make a decision. You got to make a choice. You can't just sit here forever, right? You know, twos in tarot represent choices, and you got to make one. You got to move on. Are you going to, you know, move on and go with the Seven of Pentacles here and try to, you know, maintain your harvest, maintain your progress so that you can have a bountiful harvest? Or are you going to, go the opposite route and say, no, we're done here. I'm just going to call it, quit while I'm ahead, that sort of thing, and just move on with my life here. And with the Seven of Pentacles, again, you want to put that hard work in, but we're just wondering if you can do it, if you got the strength to do it. Are you going to continue to commit? Are you going to keep doing what you're doing, or are you going to just turn around and go another route here, Cancer? So let's clarify your outcome cards as well, Cancer. See what's happening, see what's going on, all right? So we have got, cards are trying to get away from me here. Got that Ten of Swords, yep. Page of Swords. Five of Cups again, yes. Got lots of repeating cards for you this reading here, Cancer. But with the Five of Cups repeating as well, the Five of Cups is just telling us here, like, you need to focus on the positive, right? This person's looking down, focusing on the negative, much like yourself, maybe focusing on like, hey, I can't make it, I can't do this. Turn around. There's still two cups. There's still hope. There's still that bridge and the town. Like I said before, there's still hope for you here. Ten of Swords is telling you to do this quick. Rip that Band-Aid off. That's what the Ten of Swords is about. It's about a quick ending to something here. So again, like I was telling you, maybe you're like myself where it's like, can't give myself time to talk myself out of it. You need to just go for it and just, rip that Band-Aid off and just take action and go for it. And with the Page of Swords here as well, trying to find that clarity, trying to reach out, trying to just go for it, take that first step into the unknown. So I'm liking all that. Let's take a look at your Oracle card to tie everything off here, Cancer. Hopefully this has been helping you out. Hopefully this has been resonating with you. But without further ado, let's tie this all off and see how it is. What is your Oracle card? It's the Buffalo Spirit. The abundant universe will provide. Yeah, so don't worry about it. Like, don't worry about taking the steps in the unknown, whether you think that, we can't do this, or thinking that, like, we're not going to be able to get the outcome we desire here. The universe will provide for you regardless. Like, if you feel like, if you think, I'm not going to make it, and then this is all going to go to hell, and then what'll I do next? The universe will provide something for you. It's going to give you opportunities. Like, there's always opportunities being born into the world. You just got to keep your eyes open for them there, Cancer. So hopefully that helps you out, Cancer. If you want to help out the channel, though, Cancer, you can always hit that like button, that thumbs up down below. Helps out the channel a ton. It lets YouTube know you like what I do here. You can subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already. That way you can find these videos easier as I upload them every week. And you can also check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos too after this one. See what might all be coming for you in the week ahead. Hopefully that's all helping out and resonating too. Thank you again for being here, Cancer, and I hope to see you in the next video.